Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to some more Deliver Us the Moon. This is where the checkpoint loaded. And this is where the bloody cliffhanger was the last episode, sorry. Man, we need to play observation. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying this as well. This is a lot less horror, but so much in common. What happens if I don't press the button? I can't be bothered loading it and that. I'll probably die in a canned cutscene and I'll have to do it again. Let's go. Go. Oh, you get the oxygen. Yeah. I'm coming, baby. Why do I have so little oxygen in what is essentially an EVA suit? Maybe it's a damage thing? Maybe it's a gameplay thing, Scarlet. Shut up. Yeah, it's probably that. Jeez, look at all the little particles. Cool. Uh-oh. I don't see O2. I see some down there. But there's electric sparkies. Don't touch the sparky bits, Scarlet. This is pretty cool. Dude, is that the whole space station? Like a big... Yeah, it is. A big chunk blown out the side. Alright. Oh, that is cruel, game. Teasing me like that. I was like, oh, let's stop here to rejig. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong part. I'm looking at the wrong part. Eh. I kind of love how it's frozen in, like, because it would be. Oh, man. Oh, man, I did some damage. Is my shuttle still attached? The docking arm? I guess we've got bigger problems to worry about now than that. That's my ship. I think. Uh-oh. Son, I'm going for it. Oh man, this is sick. Oh. I got like pushed back. Hull breached. Press that. That looks good. It's the elevator. I'm just emergency starting the elevator. Ah, fair enough. No wonder I mentioned Ad Astra and all that, and Heart of Darkness. And while this doesn't seem to be posing any of the narrative trappings of a Heart of Darkness, it is definitely following the sort of, like, it's not the weakest bit, but it's almost the most unimportant part, which is the traveling through, right? Without an accompanying narrative, it's not the same thing. But this is very much the only way out is through, right? As a sort of, it's not even narrative, but what would you call it? A gameplay structure, direction. Yeah. I like it. I wonder how many more facilities I'll leave busted in my wake on my one-way ticket through the story. Anyway. But that's probably why I was reminded of it, because, like I said, it has a structure, the structural trappings of through. Alright. Retrieve an ASE unit to gain access to the MPT Control Center. Now, don't get me wrong, I like a tight story as much as the rest of them, and this is pretty tight, right? But we're playing Homeworld at the moment, and Homeworld, just as a quick aside, because I've never played that before. And you should check out the playthrough because that's fun. I'm really enjoying that as well. But essentially, the idea is that humanity has found this destination of their forefounders, whatever. It's a big time for the planet. They've built this huge colony ship, and then you take off. We're only like 1 or 2 episodes in, and then immediately you run into trouble, and so your ship turns around and goes back. Even though it's not designed for that, it's like, well, hang on, there's a calamity going on. It's kind of cool because that's what would happen in real life, right? A sort of high fantasy or high sci-fi story, you would continue regardless. But it's cool that something went wrong almost immediately, and it immediately undoes the mission and you backtrack. Kind of unusual as a narrative device because it's less fantastical and more real. And, you know, why am I saying that? I'm just comparing, not that I'm saying this should go in a different direction, but that station getting blown up and throwing a spanner in the works, it's not been addressed. And if they did the story that way, you would have maybe stopped to backtrack, or the entire direction of the story changes. Like maybe the MPT is now off the table and unachievable, and you go in a different direction. I'm just sort of illustrating interesting, different ways of doing narrative. This is a little bit more, dare I say, cookie cutter, which I'm okay with, right? Because I'm sick of fucking subversive story. All these modern writers think that subverting expectations equals good story. It's like, no, you're just taking a good story structure and breaking it and patting yourself on the back for doing what people didn't think you were going to do. The reason they expected it to go a certain way is because it's a strong, tested structure. But anyway, I'm digressing. If you think subversion is the key to good writing, you're a fucking hack writer. Run diagnostic at an MPT control center. Right. Anyway, I thought a little aside. Seeing 2 interesting narrative diversions in 2 different games I'm playing at the moment. Oh, look at this. Copernicus Moon Hub. What is this? Weird... You see the handrails? I've noticed some of this glittering, and it must be... I'm not sure if it's an artistic stylization direction, or if it's some sort of artifacting issue with the ray tracing. Like I said, this is a very indie game, but it's very much trying to push graphical fidelity as its gimmick, dare I say. Which, you know, you've seen how shit bloody AAA games are. I imagine indie games are going to run into big problems too. Inspect. Green space. Piss off. I'd go to space to escape all that green bullshit. Read. The software behind your faithful companion. ASE. Dear Sarah, I found this book and thought you might like it. Please accept it as a thanks for all of the emotions you programmed into my ASE. Oh no. May this book inspire you to program many more. With regards, Rosa Laverde. No. No. Dear Sarah, you're fired for putting emotions into the thing.
Hello?
Sarah and Rolf arrive in Copernicus Moon Hub.
It seems empty.
I'm going to pause this because it's weird that it's giving me stinger text and like I don't want to talk over it, over the audio. It appears that the heart of the WSA's operation to the moon has been completely abandoned. Operations on the moon. Recorded 25 September, 2 days after the blackout.
Fine.
Right. So this was abandoned when they came down to investigate the blackout, which should not be the case. Isaac Johnson.
No, nothing. This
Johansson.
can't be right. I'll go downstairs, see what I can find.
Sarah, we'll figure this one out. And thank you, both of you.
That is
for
clear.
saving me when the blackout hit. I know
Expedition team, you must be at the surface by now. Remember, you only have 40 minutes down there.
Copy that, Pearson. Don't mention it, Rolf. Can you check out the control center and see what's wrong with the MPT?
Will do.
Keep your comms on. I'll update you when I find something.
Yeah, right. Isaac was devastated when he learned of his wife's death in a dust storm on Earth. Unwilling to keep his daughters exposed to Earth's worsening conditions, He summoned them to join him on the moon. Claire refused out of concern over Kathy's health and looked after her sister until Isaac exerted his influence to gain legal guardianship over Kathy. I'm kind of on team Isaac here, to be honest. Kathy was brought to the moon soon after, right? There's something to be said about a parent that wants their kid with them because of interest of the kid. Me. What's that say? Me, Rosa, ASE, Teddy. Yeah, so the ASE is a robot thing. And like, at a certain point, maybe the moon's a safer option, right? It'd be cool. Be cool if it, you know, honestly, part of me just expects it to say that Claire's the good guy and Isaac's a dickhead, but maybe they'll turn it on their head. Daddy knows best. Because that's how it should be. Certified Chief Operations Director W. MacArthur, honorably discharged from the world's secret service. Honorably, yeah. For years of excellence, diligence, and distinguished service. Okay. Cool. I'm not really interested in going through this dude's shit. Brief update, the evacuees of Tombor are settled in. MacArthur, the bedlam at Tombor can never happen again. I'll have no part in it. Interesting. Isaac, good. Then we can begin soon. Time for them to make a decision. Remember that no leap forward has ever come without sacrifice, Isaac. Survival comes at a cost. Soon the events at Tombor will be just a faint memory. Time to leave it all behind. Okay, so what's this Tombor situation? What is going on there? Skirt. Yeah, that's some weird artifacting. I don't know what else to call it. Rosa Laverde, Lead Lunar Research Division. So, is this guy bumping boots? Guyette. Is this Sheila bumping boots with Isaac? WSA recruits top scientists to Lunar Council. How hopeful we were. I mean, I get that it's a narrative device and all that, but like, imagine being a person that would write shit like this. Like, if in real life, would take this and then write that on the back. It's just a red flag. That's the sort of person that you put in the, if I can avoid working with them zone, I will. Fusion reactor, helium-3, Earth coverage, objective. Mass electron volts? MEV? Fuck, hang on. What? God, it's been a while. It's been a while. God, that is blown out. I can't read that. Speech. Crossroads, Tombor, Earth, the best and brightest, the new age, out. Okay. That's a pretty cool bloody landscape. It's not really a skybox. Because that looks all well, maybe. Looks like an actual place though. William MacArthur. Isaac Johnson. So these are their workspaces. What is going on here? That's the ASE floating around. Aha.
William, what the hell was that speech about?
Our next chapter, Rosa. It's time. The ships will be ready soon.
You can't be serious. I don't know how you plan to fix this mess, but you'd better do it now.
That won't be necessary. Come with me.
You are serious. Will, have you lost your mind? We can't leave the colony behind like this, not during this blackout. Not with the MPT signal still offline. People on Earth depend on us.
Don't concern yourself with them. Those days are over.
Oh,
We have
wow.
to start the long journey ahead. That was the agreement.
The ships were supposed to be our last resort. We didn't give up the first time, and we are not giving up now. When the network is back online, we can provide Earth with power again. We are close, William.
No, we're not. We're not close at all. If you still think we can power the entirety of Earth with the MPT, you're more delusional than I
Oh,
thought.
okay.
We have one last hope, and it's outward. Now get ready, because we're going.
I'm not leaving, Will. Not like this.
I'm not asking. Get her on the ship.
What?
Oh yeah, there you go. You've been bloody
Is
told.
this really?
All right. Jeez. William taking big steps. After an ominous speech, the Lunar Council member William MacArthur comes to collect his colleague Dr. Rosa Laverde for a mysterious journey. Outraged, she refuses to join him and contends that the MPT and Earth can be saved. MacArthur doesn't take no for an answer and forces her to come with. 4 minutes after the blackout. Do we think that maybe the blackout was engineered by William? Hardware malfunction. Maintenance required. What? Will this... Okay, yeah. Gonna carry my little ball, my shiny ball, around with me. Maintenance required. What do you reckon? Is this some sort of checkpoint? Some sort of waiting room? Council reception? Maintenance? Stairs? Looks like the ASE can plug into there or something. That's interesting. I got the feeling the ASE was a single thing, but maybe it's something everyone has. Never go out without ASE by your side. Copernicus Moon Hub Maintenance Wing has all the tools and experience required for your ASE demands. Right, so it's sort of like a bloody iPad on crack. That floor's nice. Now what is going on with this screen? Why is the screen scratched up? I am so curious about this whole thing. And like I said, generally speaking, I don't rate bloody walking sims because they lack substance when the whole thing is supposed to be substance over gameplay. But this is an exception because arguably it's doing its job properly. Right.
Component replacement is advised.
Can I grab that? What is this? Interact. Oh, pull the thing off the thing. Alright, remove lid. Place network parts on table. Replace network component. Alright. I need network parts. Such a brilliantly beautiful facility. Yeah, I don't know. That sparkling is very strange. I don't mind it, to be honest, though. Like, it's almost artistic choice. Read. 1 of 3 components necessary. Okay, let's collect the things. Like, you know how you can get beautiful games like, I don't know, like Valheim? Which doesn't come across on YouTube very well, but Valheim's pixel art. But watching YouTube videos before I even played it, I never noticed that. But my point is, you can still have something of a different, like it doesn't have to go for high fidelity realism. You can still have a slightly different artistic direction and have it look beautiful. And that's what we're seeing with this real-time reflections. I suppose ray tracing in Minecraft would be a cool example of it, right? I've seen videos of that. It looks phenomenal, but it's still, you know, not realism. But you can still make it beautiful with light reflections. When Kathy Johansson was brought to the moon, Dr. Rosa Laverde was immediately taken with the girl's vivid imagination. Determined to limit the impairing effects of the moon's low gravity on her new friend's physique. Friend? How old was... No. She's not your friend, she's a child and you're an adult. Let's not get into that fucking weird argument. I get that there's a lot of adults that play video games and are on the internet and on Twitter that have arrested development or, you know, failure to launch. I get that there's a lot of infantile adults, but let's not say we're friends with children. That's a bit strange. Rosa closely monitored Kathy's health and growth rate. Despite Rosa's good care, Kathy's health deteriorated rapidly during her stay on the moon. She's still growing, by the look of it, right? Yeah, the numbers are going up. Alright. Yeah, I'm working on it. Shut up. Now, what's this? MPT emitter and receiver. Alright. Yeah. Main hall. Maintenance. That's where we are. Monorail. Monorail. Hang on. Tombor track. And Huygens track. So Huygens and Tombor are two separate, like, satellite facilities. Not the greatest terminology, but you know what I mean. Side facilities that you can access with the monorail. Collect. Now, is that all three? Because there was one already. Install replacement. I've got the replacement parts. Okay. Music's good. Again, we talk about ambience. Ambient music doing the right thing is a value add, but you probably don't actively notice that it's there, which is tragic. Keeping memories safe, ASE. How to play back your recorded memories. Yeah, so it's just a bloody... It's the corporation convincing everyone to record all their fucking interactions. Alright, do I get a little puzzle? Can I... I'm not sure I understand, but okay. I can turn left and right as well. Back. Oh, you know what? It's probably something like this. Yeah. I'm not sure I understand what you're telling me, game. I can't. Okay, yeah, alright. See, at least that's not yellow. Or orange. I feel like there's some missing information here. There we go, hang on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what? It plugs like that, I think. Except, can I pull that back out, please? The hologram was blocking the symbol that lines up. I could, like, rewind the video, you'll see. I pressed the button too early. But I could... That's terrible. There we go. Yeah. And not the strongest puzzle.
Is in connection to grown-up facility Sci-Fi diagnostic.
Please, yeah.
ASE thruster status. Defective.
No good.
Full thruster replacement is advised.
Turn ASE and remove wing. Place thruster parts on the table. How many of those do we need? Find the thruster components. Warning. This looks like a charging dock for the ASE, perhaps. That's kind of cool. I love it. I love hard sci-fi, even though this is fantastical. Like, it is clearly built in hard sci-fi. Young Claire Johansson claims WSA competition trophy. Oh god, I'm not reading all that. That's not on me. That's on the game. Don't give me little one sentence things and then give me walls of text. I think that's all the components. Hi Zach, I know you're busy, but could you install a new module on my ASE? Soon, lead engineer Sarah Baker from Pearson Space Station has designed an additional emotion module that seems fascinating. It'd mean the world to Kathy too. Yuck, no. I apologise, but pressing matters at Tombor require my full attention for the next few months. Besides, you know how dearly Kathy wants an ASE of her own. She hasn't stopped asking for one ever since you showed her yours. How are her growth results? Okay, fair enough, good. Don't worry about the stupid emotions on the Barbie doll recording toy. Let's worry about our job. Of course, our duties come first. True. As for Kathy, I need to be honest with you, the test results are in and she's not at all growing like a girl her age should be. Yeah, but she's growing up on the moon. It's going to be different. I worry for her health, Isaac. Maybe she was better off on Earth after all. Please at least consider the program. You know that she'd be no better off on Earth than here. I'll think about the program. Thank you. You mean a lot to her. Yeah, see, this is interesting. So if you're sort of a medical expert, like... There's a sort of inconsistency in here. She's saying maybe she was better off on Earth after all. Wouldn't the more... Because that's a weird... It seems out of place for someone who's creating a professional statement based on statistical analysis, right? What it should say, let's say left and right of field, should be results are in, they're not great, right? However, given the state of everyone dying of dust, fucking clouds and all that on Earth, it's a shit gig and she's not growing properly. She's going to come out a bit busted, but it's better than the alternative. Or, hey, she's not growing well here. It's actually like my medical diagnosis, you know, my professional diagnosis, because that's what this is based on, is that she would probably be better off if you shipped her back to Earth and just ate shit and in the dust clouds, right? This is a little... Maybe she was better off on... Yeah, you're blurring the line. It's kind of an unprofessional thing to say when you're holding a professional sort of stance. Do you sort of know what I mean? It'd be like your GP giving you wishy-washy advice on how to deal with health problems. It's like, no, you want direct, concise, expert, subject matter expert direction. You know, it's your doctor's job to tell you, hey, you're too fucking fat. Stop eating fried food, right? Like, he's not your friend. He's a professional. Anyway, just a thought. Teddy, Rosa, ASE, me, Daddy, Mummy. There's Mummy up in heaven, and Claire. All right, we get it. We get it. I'd be more worried about her sort of arrested emotional development if she's in this facility full of hardcore employees that left for the moon to save humanity, and then you have this one fucking child on her own. You know, where's the concerns for her mental development? What's going on here? Little stubby first, eh? See, you see what I mean? You can see it better here. It's highlighted. Yeah. You can see the highlighted hole better. I mean, that looks like the thinnest. Probably this, right? Because of the 3 holes. This is cool. I like this. See, this still has 3. And it looks like it's a cap. So, like that. And then that's 2. I bet there's people that think that this is actually how engineering works. It's just Lego. There we go. Done. Dunskies.
ASE thruster replacement successful. Initiate reboot to complete maintenance protocol.
Sure. How do I do that? Oh, maybe back here on this computer. Reboot. Oh, and I've blown it up.
Local lockdown in effect.
Oh, okay. Was my car working at least? My toy? Oh no, it's gonna be an eyeball. You're starting to lose me a little bit with this companion robot with emotions. Bit, Control ASE. God, I need to compare when this came out and when Observation came out, because there's a lot of stuff in common going on here. Stop control. Cool. Alright, well let's just assume that we hit a checkpoint there, because that would make sense. I'm still enjoying this, I absolutely am, you know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It seems strange to have this ASE thing tacked on. Like, Observation, I keep referring back to it, but the ASE equivalent in that, Sam, this sort of AI, is at the core of everything from the very beginning. Whereas this, the whole thing has been like interstellar, right? The core is Earth is dying, there's an energy relay, there's a mystery, let's find out what's going on, and now, like an hour or 2 in, we're getting this side companion added in. Do you sort of see what I mean? It's a bit spread thin as opposed to sticking to a tight narrative. Anyway, this is just observation. I'm not saying that I know anything about writing, but I can go, here's something, and I can compare it to something else. And these are my thoughts as a dickhead who plays video games. Just interesting stuff. Anyway, team, let me know what you reckon. Might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.